Hello everyone and welcome to the DPB podcast. I'm your host Ryan Mondes. This is episode number 246 for April 5th, 2022.
Welcome to the Disney Pins blog podcast, the latest news on Disney pin trading and collecting from around the world.
Welcome back to the show everyone, your April 2022 week 1 Disney pin news episode. Big week for pin news. We have the pin event announcement, the annual event at Epcot. We'll talk about that later on in the show, and then also a ton of new releases at Disney parks this past week. But first, let's get into the housekeeping. I just have one thing to mention, and that is I will not have a podcast episode go up next week. I have some family visiting, won't have time to record or edit, but all of the pin news will still be up at DisneyPinsBlog.com and our social channels on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. All right, let's get right into the pin news. First, we're going to start off with Loungefly, and there were a ton of new Loungefly releases here as well. And all of these Loungefly releases are available at dpbstore.com while supplies last. Some of them are already sold out, but just check our Lanyards or Loungefly pins category at DPB Store if you're interested in purchasing any. But first up, we have 4 new lanyard releases. The first one features the Little Mermaid sisters, and you have Ariel as the rubber charm on that pin. Next, there was a tangled Rapunzel Castle lanyard with a little Cupid charm on that one. Then there was an Alice in Wonderland lanyard with a yellow butterfly charm. And the fourth one was the Hercules Muses, and that one has a Hercules gold coin logo as the rubber charm. All of those have spaces to fit your cards. It is a card holder lanyard, and the retail price is $12 each. Then there were new blind box pin sets. The first one is for Alice in Wonderland. The pins include Alice, the window with flowers, the grandfather clock, White Rabbit, Red Knight, and Cheshire Cat. Which Cheshire Cat is the chaser pin in that set, has glow-in-the-dark elements, and it's more rare. And then the second blind box pin set features Hercules Muses. This goes along with a lanyard, and the chaser pin in this set is the statue of Hercules. That one has glitter embellishments. All right, next up we'll head over to Box Lunch. They just had one new pin release, and it is for Marvel's Moon Knight. It is the Crescent Dart 3D pin. Has a matte gold finish, and the retail price is $9.90. Next, we'll head over to Hot Topic. They also had a Marvel Moon Knight pin release, this one featuring the Beetle. Looks like it has a 3D sculpted design, and the retail price on this one is $14.90. Also at Hot Topic, there was a new blind box pin set, this one featuring retro Disney characters, or more of a retro style. 6 different pins here. Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, Goofy, Daisy, Donald, and Pluto. Next, we'll head over to Aulani in Hawaii, the Disney resort. They had a new summer fun pin set featuring Mickey and Minnie in their tropical attire. 2 pins on the card, retail price is $16. Next up is ShopDisney. They had a few new pin releases as well. First one is for Lilo and Stitch 20th anniversary. Can you believe it's been 20 years of Lilo and Stitch? This pin is limited release. Retail price is $17.99, and this should be appearing in the parks as well. It features Nanny and Lilo and Stitch, released on Monday, April 4th at ShopDisney.com. And one of the biggest releases of the week was the Nurses Day 2022 pin. This one dropped at ShopDisney.com as well on Tuesday, April 5th. Sold out very quickly. It dropped along with the Teacher's Day pin, but the Nurses Day features Mickey Mouse and Figaro. Reads Nurses Day 2022. Limited release, retail price $17.99, and it was on sale for $15.99. But yeah, it sold out very quickly. I did hear reports that it is coming to Disney parks, so Disneyland and Walt Disney World, and they have a big shipment coming in. I don't know of an exact release date, but I know this is a popular pin every year, the annual Nurses Day pin. So yeah, keep an eye out in the coming weeks at Disney parks. Same with the Teacher's Day pin, which features Sword in the Stone. It is also limited release, retail price $17.99. Next, we'll head overseas to Disneyland Paris. The April 2022 pin calendar released. This month features Alice in Wonderland, Sleeping Beauty, and more Disneyland Paris 30th anniversary pins, along with a few other unique releases sprinkled throughout the month. If you guys want to check all of them out, just head over to our Disneyland Paris pin category at DisneyPinsBlog.com. Next up is Tokyo Disney Resort. The Easter 2022 pin did release. It features Mickey and reads Disney Easter 2022 with a dangle element that has Chip and Dale at the bottom, hiding inside colorful eggs. All right, and now for Disney Parks in America. There were a ton of new pin releases, like I mentioned earlier. First, we'll start off with a cast member exclusive. This is part of the Mickey name tag collection for the Walt Disney World 50th anniversary. It commemorates anniversaries in the past, and now we're up to the 25th anniversary. This is the 7th release out of 13 pins for this collection, and I did hear reports it sold out very quickly at Cast Connection. It's limited edition of 600. Next at Disney Parks, there was a new Princess Booster pin set. This one is spotted out at Disneyland, coming soon to Walt Disney World as well. It features Jasmine, Tiana, Ariel, Cinderella, Mulan, Aurora, and Belle. And whenever you put all the pins together, they form a castle. Open edition, retail prices $29.99. I also spotted a new booster pin set at Walt Disney World featuring characters wearing sunglasses, just in time for the summer. You have Donald Duck, Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, and Goofy. That 4-pin set is open edition with a retail price of $29.99. I spotted that one at the World of Disney store at Disney Springs. Then there was a new pin trading starter set featuring Pixar characters. This is the Pixar Luxo Ball pin trading starter set. Includes 4 pins and a lanyard. The characters feature Nemo, Jack, Woody, and Miguel from Coco. Open edition, retail price $34.99 for that set. Next, the Egg Extravaganza pin has returned for 2022 at Disney Parks. This appeared at Disney California Adventure and Epcot at Walt Disney World. This year features Daisy Duck in the shape of an egg. It is also sculpted metal, limited release, and has a retail price of $17.99. The next Disney Designer Collection pin also released, and the 6th release features Aurora from Sleeping Beauty. So far, this one's only at Disneyland. It released last week. Part of the Ultimate Princess Collection, hinge design, limited release, retail price $34.99. Then there was a new Zootopia pin set at Disney Parks. It features Judy Hopps and Flash, and has a themed backer card. Flash is sitting at the DMV. His pin reads next window, and Judy Hopps is looking pretty frustrated there. Open edition, retail price $15.99. Available on both coasts. Then there were 2 new Vault Collection pins that released at Walt Disney World. The first one is open edition, and it features Orange Bird. It has a dangle element that reads Florida at the bottom. Retail price for this pin is $12.99. Then there was a limited release pin, part of the Vault Collection. This one features retro balloons. Has a really nice translucent design for the balloons, makes them shimmer a bit. All right, now for the new limited edition pin releases this week at Disney Parks. First, we'll start off with Walt Disney World. They had their 2nd limited edition boxed pin set for the Disney World 50th anniversary. This one features attractions at Epcot. If you guys recall, the first one featured Magic Kingdom, and now we have the Epcot one available. Limited edition of 1,500, retail price $99. The pins include Spaceship Earth, The Seas with Nemo and Friends, the American Pavilion, the Mexico Pavilion, Test Track, Journey into Imagination, and Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. That released on Tuesday, April 5th. Then I saw a few people post there were early releases at Walt Disney World for the 50th anniversary, the next hinged castle pin with Cinderella on the inside. I didn't see that one at Epcot this morning, but apparently it released at Contemporary Resort today. Then there was also a new character connection puzzle mystery set featuring Emperor's New Groove. So that was it for Walt Disney World as far as limited edition pins go. Now we'll head over to Disneyland. They had their 4th release in the character gift box collection. This one for April features Emperor's New Groove. Limited edition of 2,250, retail price $19.99. Then there was also a new limited release pin for Newsies 30th anniversary. This one only released at Disneyland so far, but it should be coming to Walt Disney World. It's a limited release, retail price $17.99. And then also at Disneyland was the 2nd DVC Moonlight Magic pin pack. This one features Lilo and Stitch at Typhoon Lagoon, and then Figment at Epcot. That 2-pin set is limited release, retail price $24.99. Again, only available at Disneyland so far, but will be coming to Walt Disney World soon. And now we have all of the new open edition pin releases this week at Disney parks, and there were a ton of them. Most of these released on both coasts, but there are a few that are only at Disneyland so far. So let's get right into it. First, there's a new Mickey pin that reads Mickey in red glitter embellishments. There's also a Minnie Mouse version that has the red glitter at the bottom for Minnie. Both of those have a retail price of $12.99. Then there was a new Ichabod and Mr. Toad pin set. This one is $15.99. There's a new Hunchback of Notre Dame Quasimodo pin. This one's $12.99 as well. Also a new Basil of Baker Street pin from the Great Mouse Detective. This one is $9.99. Next there was a new Atlantis pin featuring Milo. That one's $12.99. Then there were 2 new pins in the family collection, if you guys recall those. They were super popular. They released last year. I think there was 6 pins in the family collection, and now there are 2 more that released. One for the Lion King, and then another one for Robin Hood. Both of those are $15.99, just at Disneyland so far, but coming to Florida as well. Then there was a new Sword and Stone pin featuring Arthur and Merlin, $12.99 on that one. And then finally there was a new Cheshire Cat pin from Alice in Wonderland. This one has a blue metallic background, and that one is $9.99. So yeah, there were a ton of new pin releases this past week at Disney parks. We're going to end off the episode and briefly talk about the One Family Pin event for 2022. That is the theme for the annual pin trading celebration. And it's back at Epcot. After 2 years of a virtual event, it is back in person. Lots of people were excited last week. Disney finally announced the event date, and it takes place August 12th and 13th at Epcot. It'll be back at World Showplace Convention Center in Epcot on Friday and Saturday, and they just said the event registration is coming soon. Check back for the event registration, the ticket prices, and the event catalog. So as soon as that information is released, we will have it up at DisneyPinsBlog.com and on our social channels, as well as the events page. So keep an eye out, and I will definitely be attending. I'm excited for it to be back in person this year for 2022. All right, so I think that's going to do it for episode number 246 of the DPB podcast. A big week for pin news. Thank you guys very much for listening and watching, and hope you have a great rest of your week. See ya.